Hello and welcome to the channel. If you haven't done so already, make sure to like and subscribe. And yeah, I appreciate that so much. So let's go ahead and talk about Gran Turismo. First, let's get this out of the way. Okay, so I've done an unboxing of Gran Turismo 7, and it comes with two codes, two, two card, two cards. If you get the anniversary edition, you get these two cards, right? This one right here, this is going to be your PlayStation 4 version. And they locked all the goodies under the PlayStation 4 version. And then if you get this one also, and this one just gives you the Tom's Supra, Mazda RX Vision, and Porsche 917. I don't know why they couldn't give you everything under this one. You know why? Because they want to make sure you don't resell the damn game. So if you like the digital copy of the game, then you want to keep your steelbook. But if you decide to give away your PlayStation 4 version of the code, then this person gets all the goodies. You get 1,000,000 credits, 1,000,000 in-game credits, 30 partner PSN avatars, and official soundtrack, and the Toyota GR Yaris, which nobody gives a shit about the GR Yaris. But there's just so many things going on with this game, man. The fact that the game is always connected, which they had problem with it a few days ago where the servers went down and you couldn't even play the game that you paid, $80 or whatever you paid for them. That's a huge problem. I don't know why they couldn't just separate the two between single play and multiplayer, or if you want to play together. Why couldn't they just separate? It's not that hard. It would have been simple. But that's it is what it is. I digress. But anyway, let's go ahead and talk about this topic, the fact that they nerf um, some of the credits here, so you actually earn less credits now, and then essentially, to me, it just seems like Sony's out to get as much money as they can. Um, and I know their business. This is understandable, but at what point do you screw your consumers and eventually they're gonna open their eyes and be like, nah, that ain't flying. I mean, how many videos have I done with Sony discussing things that they've been doing? Other YouTubers have discussed different things that they're doing. The fact that, you could nerf the amount of credits that you're earning during the game as long as there wasn't no other option for you to purchase those credits. But we all know what it is, man. We're not children. We're not idiots. All right, we know what it is. You want us to purchase your damn credits. Maybe not enough people are purchasing the said credits, and that's why you're pushing this, or limiting the amount of credits that you're earning in game, so you can grind harder. I don't know, man. I don't know what their agenda is. It just seems kind of. But anyways, let's go ahead and cover these two articles from Push Square. Let's go to that now. Okay, so here we go. So here we are on Push Square. So this is mainly just kind of like push. They kind of like talk a lot about Sony in general. Hello, Push Square, Square, get it? But I like their content, or at least I like their their um they're more objective. They don't exactly just positive things about Sony. So I like it. To me, I like people when they see both sides and not just the positive. When some companies doing wrong, point that out. When they're doing right, point that out. Just be very transparent, and I like that. So this is interesting here. So there's three different articles. Some of these are a little bit older. I think this one is new because he responded. They got Yamauchi's comments, so I will read that to you guys later. And then obviously, you guys know the Gran Turismo was down for 24 full hours, so that's unacceptable, especially if you paid for that game. You paid $80 or more, and the fact that it's down for 24 hours is just unacceptable in my eyes. It should not be. The game is a single player experience. It should be separate, not just being online all the time. I've complained about that, and I'm gonna keep on complaining, even though it might be falling on deaf ears. It is what it is. So anyway, let's go ahead and check it out and how much they've actually reduced the amount of credits that you will be earning. And some of them they actually increased it too, so that's a huge plus. But comparing to the ones that they took away, uh, it's not good. So the World Touring Car 824, Du Mans Racing Circuit, instead of earning 5,000 credits, they boosted that up to about 70,000 credits. And World Touring Car 800, Monza Circuit, it was 5,000 credits, but now it's boosted up to 70,000 credits. And that was the only thing, the only positives here. Otherwise, all of them have been reduced by a ridiculous amount. So it's a huge, huge grind fest. And the fact that I'm just guessing here, they're just trying to push that microtransaction down your throat so you can purchase the money. That's what companies do, man. They create a problem and then they offer you a solution, and the solution is money. But that's expected from a corporation like Sony. I don't know why they've been doing this, but not all companies are exempt from this. Ubisoft is the worst, and EA. Those two companies are the worst when it comes to microtransaction. And you can toss Konami's sorry ass in there too. That's another shitty ass company. Not a long time ago, the glory days, but not anymore. Now they're just a shitty ass company. Um, anyway, as you can see, the comparison here is just um, insane. It's gonna be a total grind fest here. Down 10,000, 10,000. This is even worse. Jesus. The Clubman Cup plus Goodwood, it went from 35,000 to 12. This one right here too. It's about half. My goodness. Wow. Criticism of the approach began on Gran Turismo 7 release date on March. And here's another kicker: the fact that they didn't have any of these microtransactions before the reviews came out. I think reviews should be altered and the score should be adjusted anytime a company is withholding certain information so they can get a better review. But then again, most people don't go back to read those reviews, because it's already put out. I think that big name reviewers should redo their videos that they done for the reviews and take the old one down so so new people can actually see the altered reviews, or I don't know, make an additional video to show the altered version of the review based on what the company added, like microtransaction or whatever. Because same thing that happened to Black Ops. I think it was Black Ops 4 where they showed the game, they released the game, and then after it was out and the reviews are good, they went ahead and added all that microtransaction crap into the game. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. And that's what Sony's been doing. They've been really sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Anyway, so here we go. Gran Turismo 7 PS5 patch restores servers. And this is what Yamauchi has to say about the currency, the in-game currency rewards adjusted with patch 1.07. Yamauchi had the following to say: in Gran Turismo 7, I would like to have users enjoy lots of cars and races, even without microtransaction. Then why'd you put microtransaction in there? If you want to nerf it and compare it to real events, why put it there? You could have just, taken that part out, take out the microtransaction and just make it a grind fest. None of us would complain. I would not complain. I would not even be making this video if that was the case. But it's not. We all know what it is, man. We know what it is. We're not fucking stupid. We're not kids, man. We're grown-ass adults. At the same time, the pricing of cars is an important element that conveys their value and rarity. So I do think it's important for it to be linked with real-world prices. I want to make Gran Turismo 7 a game in which you can enjoy a variety of cars, lots of different ways, and if possible, like to try to avoid a situation where a player must mechanically keep replaying certain events over and over and over again. But see, that's the problem. You're creating that problem where we do have to play it over and over and over and over again. You're making it a grind fest, and then you're giving us a solution to just paying use some money for some to get those cars faster, which I refuse to do. I do not partake in this unless it's a free to play. Then I'll do it if I like it. He continued, we will in time let you know the update plans for additional content, additional race events, and additional features that will constructively resolve this. It pains me that I can't explain the details regarding this at this moment, but we plan to continue to revise Gran Turismo 7 so that as many players as possible can enjoy the game. We would really appreciate it if everyone could watch over the growth of Gran Turismo 7 from a somewhat longer term of view. And I like this statement right here. Frankly, it's a terrible statement. It's such a shame to see a release so warmly received fall into these obvious traps just 2 weeks removed from its release. Gran Turismo 7 is a fantastic racing game with some of the best content in the series. Illustrates history, but acting like adjustments to the in-game economy are intended to convey the value and rarity of real cars is a ridiculous statement. Sadly, mere days after launching a critically acclaimed game, Polyphony Digital will now have to work harder in order to save face and restore this release reputation. A true unforced error. I like that. I like that little ending there. So my final thoughts here. My final thoughts. Let me put me in the big screen. Here's my final thought on the whole situation. I think that Gran Turismo has been a very fun experience for me. Unfortunately, I had to stop so I can play other games because within the same time we had Horizon Forbidden West, and then you had Elden Ring, which I just bought also. And so, those games are taking up a bunch of my time. So I haven't been back to Gran Turismo since I got stuck in that one area of the race, certain race that I got stuck in, and I can't, you know, I couldn't pass it. So unfortunately, and then these other games came out, and I wanted to play those games, so I just picked those up instead. So I'm playing those too. And I think that all I can say is, like I said, we're not stupid. We know what it is. If you really have the power, you would have taken those microtransaction now. You know, you have the power. But then again, do you really? At the end of the day, Sony is the one that's in charge, and Sony gets to dictate what you do with the franchise. They have the rights to greenlight whatever they want to. You know, Gran Turismo has been an amazing product for as long as I can remember. I've always I started off with Gran Turismo 3 A spec, and that game was amazing. And then after that, I fell out of the PlayStation family and I went to Xbox, and then I stuck with Xbox until PlayStation 4. And the fact that honestly, I wasn't even gonna buy Gran Turismo 7 because I didn't even like the route that they were going with the always online crap. I'm not a fan of that. Not a huge fan of that at all. Just like you saw when the server was down for 24 whole hours, you had no access to the game. Whether you bought it digitally or physically, it didn't matter. So what's going to happen 10, 20, 30, 40 years from now? This game would be rendered unplayable if Sony is still around by then. Who knows? Nobody knows where the chips are going to lie. Nobody knows where they're going to fall. But anyway, man, enough of my rants. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And have yourself a blessed day. Enjoy your weekend. I know I'll be working.